The first in a series of fronts arrives tomorrow, but we're already seeing precipitation ahead of that, moving up first through northern California and then into southern Oregon, because this has a little bit of a southerly component to it. We should see snow levels staying fairly high, at least initially, above 6,000 feet. So we're not expecting snow in the passes overnight, but at some of the higher elevations, especially over the resorts, I think mountains will see quite a bit of snow over the course of the next several days. Some of this precipitation could last all the way until Thanksgiving Day, at least on again, off again, and we'll see some pretty gusty winds with it as well. Our air quality index has been pretty marginal. Klamath Falls up in the sensitive category, moderate across large sections of southern Oregon. At least one good thing about these fronts coming in, they'll stir up the atmosphere a little bit, and that will improve the air quality. No temperature change from 24 hours ago in Medford. North Bend, 11 degrees warmer though, 5 degrees warmer in Klamath Falls. Looking at the lows this morning, dropping down into the 20s in some locations on the east side. We saw mostly 30s and 40s to the west and over northern California. Temperatures today were pretty evenly spread. Some of that cloud cover kept things mostly in the 40s and 50s for highs. We did see a little bit warmer weather out toward the coast, reaching the low 60s today. Well, for Klamath Falls, the official high temperature 50, the average being 45. It was also 50 degrees in Grants Pass today, and in Medford a couple of degrees cooler, the average being 52 for this time of year. Across the country, there was a broad area with some sunshine, some high pressure. In fact, the eastern half of the country, fairly so. We saw a little bit of precipitation up over New England and down into Florida, but otherwise a fairly clear day. Most of the precipitation today was out west. There was some rain showers at the lower elevations, and over some of the higher elevations in the Rockies, we did see some snow showers at times. Well, here's a look at our Pacific imagery. There is this front again that's moving in. First the warm front, then the cold front will trail behind it. We have a series of at least 3 of these in a row through the early part of next week, and this is called a progressive system. We see this typically this time of year. In the winter, each of these will get a little bit stronger as it comes in, and that's what we're expecting here as well. We could see some very gusty winds, especially by Monday. There'll be some areas with some winds gusting tomorrow, including on the south coast, up to about 30 miles per hour out of the south ahead of the front as it comes in. Temperatures generally in the 50s for highs. Up over the mountains, again, snow levels staying pretty high. Shouldn't be a problem for the passes, 6,000 feet or more, but we do have rain in the forecast, and at the very highest elevation, some snow as well. Over the Klamath Basin, some rain in the forecast. We're looking at highs in the 40s tomorrow. Northern California, rain, and it'll be a bit windy as well ahead of that front. Some gusts to about 25 miles per hour. And in the Rogue Valley, we'll see rain in the forecast at times, and temperatures will be a little bit warmer, about 5 degrees warmer tomorrow than what we had today. 53 for Medford and Grants Pass, 52 degrees in Ashland. 7-day outlook for the south coast. It's a wet week ahead all the way through Thanksgiving and perhaps beyond. Temperatures will be pretty even with all the cloud cover, 50s for highs and 40s for lows. In the Klamath Basin, a little cooler, mostly 40s, and overnight lows dipping down into the low 30s on Monday and Tuesday. So I think we could see a few snow flurries mixed in with some of that. It'll change to rain as things warm up during the day. And in the Rogue Valley, we have lots of rain in the forecast as well. High temperatures will be in the low 50s, pretty close to average for this time of year, 40s for lows. But, you know, this is a strong system coming in. We're concerned not so much in the Rogue Valley, but elsewhere about some of the winds, especially on Monday. We can see some very high winds out on the coast. We have some cool air coming down from the north and mixed with the ocean. We're seeing some widely scattered showers across the region. Snow at the higher elevations today, above 2,000 feet. That will continue tonight. Perhaps another 1 to 3 inches might fall. Not a big total, but the roads are very cold. The surfaces are because of the temperatures we have. So there's a possibility of some pretty slick driving at higher elevations tomorrow morning. We have a little bit of an inversion over us, and both Medford and Klamath Falls, the air quality elevated into the moderate category, otherwise pretty good across southern Oregon. Temperature change not very significant from where we were yesterday, just 1 degree cooler in Montague and in Medford, 1 degree warmer in Brookings. Looking at our lows this morning, dropped down into the teens in Klamath Falls. We saw some 20s in the basin, 20s over northern California, even in the Rogue Valley. Medford, 29 degrees this morning and 33 degrees for Grants Pass. High temperatures today into the 30s on the east side. We saw mostly 40s over northern California and quite a few of the western locations. The official high temperature today in Klamath Falls, 36 degrees. The average is 49, so well below that. And in Grants Pass, temperatures were much cooler than normal. Also 47 degrees for a high, and in Medford a high of 45 degrees. And again, 29 for a low. The record, though, is 21. Looking at temperatures across the country, record highs today over Kansas, but record lows over northern Arizona. There's an area of low pressure centered out over the Rockies, and the warm front extending from that and the trailing cold front coming back into the southwest. Quite a bit of snow over a large section today, and we'll continue to see some on-again, off-again snow showers throughout the weekend. Several of the ski resorts anticipating up to 2 feet of snow to fall by Sunday night. Relatively clear skies across a broad section of the east, especially the southeast today. And in our area, we did see some active weather over not just the northwest, but down into California as well, with some of that rain and snow at the higher elevations. We do have a change coming. A front will sweep in early next week. We'll start to see some increasing clouds by the end of the weekend. And as it does come in, we'll see warmer temperatures with this, but likely we'll get back to some rain showers by about Monday at the latest. The forecast for the south coast for tomorrow, some mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. Over the mountains could be a few lingering snow showers early in the morning, but then some gradual clearing during the day. High temperatures in the 30s. We'll see 30s in the Klamath Basin also for high temperatures under partly cloudy skies. Also a chance of a few lingering snow showers over the Siskiyou Mountains tomorrow morning, and then decreasing clouds during the day. And for the Rogue Valley, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures pretty close to where they were today. 46 in Medford, 45 for Grants Pass and for Ashland. 7-day outlook for the south coast. A little bit more fog on Sunday morning. Then that front comes in with some warmer temperatures and some rain showers Monday through Wednesday. In the Klamath Basin, we'll see some partly cloudy skies through the weekend. 20 degrees for a low on Sunday morning, and then likely see a few showers on Tuesday. And for the Rogue Valley, those showers will also bring in some warmer temperatures, back up to about 56 for a high on Monday, and overnight lows will warm back up as well. With a little bit of cloud cover out there, we'll see some lows back into the 40s. So hang on through the chilly weekend and we'll see some warmer temps headed our way. Well, we have some clouds and some rain showers moving across our area this evening, but we're already seeing a little bit of clearing behind that. Some high pressure will build in, and for most of the weekend, we'll see drier conditions. That'll give us some sunny afternoons, but a little bit of an inversion is in place. So we'll also see at times some fog down in the valleys and out on the coast, and air quality kind of in the moderate category in the Klamath Basin also because of that inversion. So for tonight, the showers continuing and then diminishing overnight. We'll see some fog again, and temperatures mostly in the 40s and 50s on the west side, 30s to the east. Here's a bigger look at that satellite imagery moving across the area. We're already starting to see it thin out a little bit, and that change will be coming fairly soon. Our regional highs mostly in the low 50s across southern Oregon and parts of northern California today. It did reach the low 60s out on the coast. Here's a look at the national imagery. We did see some, well, considerable snow showers up around North Dakota and Minnesota today, as well as into parts of New England, but that's beginning to dissipate tonight. For us, we'll see this trend with this partial clearing building into the area, but for tomorrow on the south coast, mostly cloudy with a few rain showers, highs in the 60s. Over the mountains, also some showers at times, but generally decreasing clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy by afternoon, highs in the 50s. Should stay dry in the Klamath Basin. We'll have high temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. We'll see mid 60s across northern California with pretty dry conditions. And in the Rogue Valley, again, that morning fog, but then burning off. And in the afternoon, some sunny breaks and highs in the mid 60s. 7-day outlook for the south coast. We'll have partly cloudy skies the next few days. Remember Sunday morning to set those clocks back. And then some rain showers coming in later next week with cooler temperatures. Klamath Basin also will see some partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Much cooler air, though, by Thursday, dropping down into the 40s for highs. And in the Rogue Valley, we'll see that fog continuing to be a little bit of a problem in the early mornings. It's the time of year when we see that. We'll have some mostly cloudy conditions by later in the week, a chance of a few isolated showers, and also a big temperature drop of about 10 to 15 degrees from some locations. So
wow.
Enjoy this little bit of sunshine we'll have in the afternoons.